Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today a very important member of our community needs our help. You might recognize Erin. She comments on almost every video, she answers other people's questions, usually does pretty well with the daily play-alongs, but this one time could not beat the needle. So if you want to try yourself, you can get the seed from the video description, and when you're ready, let's go gold stake blue deck. Alright, first boss, -1 hand size. That's been a tricky one lately, huh? Let's go try to get the clubs flush. One more time, clubs. Alright, not a one-shot, but good enough, I imagine. How about a pair of sixes? Alright, two hands in the first round. We have $7 going in the first shop. We probably look inside the buffoon pack. I could take a foil satellite. I think foil pretty strong early on, but maybe as a perishable, maybe not something I'm interested in. I probably take faceless joker. I think faceless joker is usually compatible with what we're trying to do. If we're trying to play pairs, I would like to have at least one value generator. Probably faceless joker is good enough. I can take a banner, and I might use it, I might not use it. One thing you could do, you could play, I guess I could play a pair and then get the benefit of the banner. I can play a couple pairs, or if I had the flush, I should probably play the flush, selling the banner. Anyway, what I was going to say is you can play a few hands with the banner, and then after you get closer to the 450, then you sell the banner. Alright, let's play the pair of sixes, saving my discards for the faceless joker. I could do aces and threes. I think I'm going to do just aces, because I don't want to score too many points. Okay, 370. I can play a pair of fours. Alright, now I should be able to win with some pair. I don't have the face cards. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's discard the ace, discard the tens. I'm looking for just one more face card. I guess I'm supposed to keep the 10 so that I keep a pair in hand. Maybe. Alright, discard these faces. And then play, could be a pair, could be three of a kind, could be a full house. I'm going to play a pair just in case maybe we get supernova eventually. That's 5 pairs, so it costs us a few extra hands, but we did get the $5, so it was worth it. It was a little bit disappointing though, to be honest. Probably here I'm looking for misprint as a source of molt, and we can take the juggler, maybe. Save our money for interest. Maybe if I have faceless joker, maybe this celestial pack is a little bit more attractive. I think I want to save my money for interest. Alright, so here, I still want to try to do faceless joker. I can play 9 as a high card. So plus 15 on the misprint, we get around 200. Let's play another high card, 9. Only plus 2 that time, so much fewer points. I can discard the jacks, and then maybe throw away the 9 and the 6. Alright, if I play the pair of 10s, is the pair of 10s going to be too strong? It depends on the misprint. Maybe we play the high card ace instead. Plus 6 is not very good. Okay, I could play the pair of 5s and then follow it up with 10s. I could play the 2 pair now. I am concerned if I play the high card, there's a chance that it's like 200 points or something like that. I think maybe we don't. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to play the 10 here. And in that case, is there any way that the 10 wins? Yes. We should sell the juggler. Okay. Yeah, 15 or higher, it's 220. This Faceless Joker has not been great. Alright, this boss says face down after played. I could take a Spectral Pack. Alright, could be Incantation, could be Purple Seal. Maybe Purple Seal on the King of Spades since we have Faceless Joker. If I didn't have Faceless Joker, I would take Incantation and try to get gold cards, but since we have Faceless Joker, let's make a Purple King. And then we probably don't need this tower. Go next. Alright, so now we need 1,000 points. We can probably safely play the 2 pair as long as we don't hit a plus 20. Plus 1 is fine, I guess. I could play a pair of 3s. That's plus 6. Discard the Purple King. And keep the jacks, I guess. Okay, so now I want one more jack. I probably play the 2 pair here. It's not likely to win. Okay. So now what? I could play a pair of 7s. I could play the 2 pair here. I think I'm okay with a pair of 7s. Questioning whether or not to use the devil. Maybe what we do is we go Jackson 7s now. Maybe I give up on the Faceless Joker for this one round. So maybe if I go Jackson 7s here, maybe then I make a gold. It could be a gold 9, could be a gold 8. How about a gold 9? Or maybe since I'll go gold 8. Sure. Plus 20, okay. Okay. Misprint is so dangerous. I probably want the castle, though it is a little bit awkward with Faceless Joker. Faceless Joker, you want to discard any face card, whereas like castle, you want specific suits. And so maybe those are slightly not compatible. I think I'm still probably supposed to do the castle anyway, and maybe not the smiley face. So castle's fine. I guess I could look inside the standard packs first. Could be a gold 5 instead of a face card. I guess gold cards are bad with the castle because it's harder for you to discard. Maybe I want a generic face card. Maybe I don't want either. I think I don't want to bloat the deck too much. But a purple 6 I will take. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, castle on spades. And then we probably don't need a reroll here. We could just go next. I don't think I need this investment tag. Castle on spades. So I think I value the chips on the castle more than the money on the Faceless Joker, so let's try to get spades. Okay. One more time, trying to get spades. I can discard a spade flush. Okay. Then I could play a pair here. Maybe. I have some face cards. I have some spades. I have 2 purple seals. Let's go 2 purples, 2 spades, and discard the jack, I guess. And an emperor. Okay, so I want to use emperor. I might use the sun. So castles on spades. If I want to use the sun, maybe I turn diamonds into hearts. Maybe I turn the face cards into hearts. Maybe. With the castle, we want to remove suits. Alright, there's a moon. So I turned diamonds into hearts. I can use the moon to turn diamonds into clubs also. I could turn 2 diamonds, 1 spade into clubs. I could do it now. I guess I don't have to do it now. I could use Judgment for a Droll Joker. Droll Joker gives us some safety if that's the thing that I'm concerned about. Maybe I'm not concerned about that. So I could play the 2 pair here. I could play high card and then dig for hearts. I could play the hearts and then dig for diamonds to turn into clubs. Maybe. So here I can hit 2 diamonds and then the spades if I want. Or do I wait? I think I'm going to go ahead and use the moon now. And that way the castle has less chance hitting the diamonds. And then we can play the flush. Alright, castle on spades again. That's fine. Alright, and we got Hermie here. So let's start opening booster packs. Booster pack, I could take Earth, I guess maybe Plutonium is fine. Do I want Earth? Do I want Mars? Probably I want Mars is usually a long-term plan that we go for. And then I take Hermie here, could take the blank. With Faceless Joker, do we have enough money where maybe we can justify re-rolling here? Maybe we could take Todd. Maybe we don't need Todd if we have the castle. Maybe. Losses face down after play. Let's go one more. Could be walkie-talkie in case of emergency. Maybe. Alright, my castle's on spades. I can get the Faceless Joker value. Okay. And then if I play this straight probably wins. So let's not do that. Let's play the pair of 8s. How do I want to use my magician? Do I want to use it on these 8s? Probably not. Okay, so I'm looking for... I could go for the face cards for the Faceless Joker. I think I want to go for the spades. So let's play something like this. Okay. Low roll on the misprint. We didn't win there, but we might win here. And let's see here. What kind of hearts do I have? I have a king. I have an ace. What is this? This is a low card. So this is 4 spades. Probably we should just accept the 4 spades on the castle. And then I could make my face cards into lucky cards. I could make a gold 10, maybe. And then play, I don't know, it could be a king or jack high. Could be a queen high. Okay. Now what? All right, 42 on the castle. There's a photograph. Also seed money. This boss is extra large. Handy tag is 24 bucks. I probably want photograph. I probably don't need Droll Joker. Then, probably. I'm not gonna play a flush. I don't plan on it anyway. So take photograph for sure. And then maybe... I want seed money. I think I want the celestial packs. If I have photograph, I need to have higher level hands. Could be Uranus, I guess. And then maybe Uranus again. I just want high card levels, maybe pair levels. Seed money we can come back for. Go next. All right. Castles on clubs. I can play high card queen. Oh. Bummer. Alright, well, how about an Arcana pack? So, could be Judgment here, could be a Death card. Probably Death copying purple could be pretty good. So maybe I turn spades into hearts. Castle's on hearts right now. Are we going to be okay in the next round? I don't know. Maybe I want a popcorn instead of this misprint. And then take a standard pack. Could be Molt Jack, could be a blue seal is good with the photograph. All right, Castle on Hearts. So let's start with, if I play 2 pair. Okay. Okay. That was too much. What can we do now? Maybe I feel like I want popcorn for the boss here, but maybe I'm supposed to sell the popcorn. Maybe. So, yeah, what if we don't do the popcorn? What if we do, could be 10 high. Okay. I can discard the face cards. We get Hermie. I could discard purple here. I could try 9 as a high card doesn't win, I think. Right. And then I can discard all these hearts. So Hermie, yes, discard the hearts. Maybe keep the 4 because we have walkie-talkie. And we get Hermie again. Okay. So now I get to decide what hand do I want to play long term. I could do 2 pair right now, but probably with the castle you want to do a high card because it's easier. So let's play 4 as a high card. Is 500 points. So if we play this 4, then this wins. Great. So plutonium, yes. And then we got money. Okay, so could be supernova. Probably going to be supernova. We have 14 high card. We could go buffoon pack. And then supernova, or sorry, superposition we just sell. We take supernova here. Standard pack, it could be a Molt 8. I'm going to say no. And then maybe, what are we rolling? There's Hermie. We can go 1 more. There's a Chad. So Chad plus photograph, these 2 together is times 8. If my base is 3, then times 8 is like plus 20 Molt. Plus the supernova is probably enough. If we get rid of the walkie-talkie here, that's probably fine. I could take seed money. And then go 1 more. Can't square up if I already have the castle. Could be a bus. I think if I have photograph plus chat, I don't need the bus. We'll just use supernova until we can't anymore. All right, castles on clubs. So castle on clubs, if I play the high card, it doesn't win, presumably. I'm gonna save the lucky cards. Okay, so I should be able to do the clubs now with the faceless joker. Temperance is 10 bucks. Okay. All right. So that's 2,000, which means if I do 4 more or 3 more of those, it wins. Castles on clubs. So we could do clubs and 2 purples, maybe. Okay. So here's purple and clubs. I have justice. I probably want to use justice on my face cards since we have the photograph. I might want to use justice on the purple seal, and then that gives us a target for death. But maybe if we get death, we just copy the blue seal anyway. So justice is fine. Sun, if we want to make more hearts. I want to turn spades and diamonds into hearts. So here's diamonds and spades. I could use the sun now. I could wait. I can play this high card first. Doesn't win. And then we can follow up with a jack. So I'm looking for spades and diamonds into hearts. And then play the lucky jack. And then now we have the blue seal. Okay. Okay, castle on clubs. Fine. Okay, I don't need the hat. This boss has no discards. There's an economy tag. I don't need the money. I need the blue seal value. Let's go standard pack. Let's try to get another blue seal. Alright. Buffoon pack. Steven, do I feel strong enough? If we get rid of Supernova, are we okay with just the face card, high card? And then maybe we could take business card, actually. I kind of like that idea. I think we can do it. Star, we don't want. Splash, no. Swashbuckler, no. Alright, go next. Alright. We should be able to get 2,000 per hand. Castles on clubs, so I could go discard these. I think what I should do is I should play the king first. Okay, so face card, high card wins. We can discard the clubs. We have Empress. That's very useful. Okay. Castles on clubs. I'm going to play this high card, which I know doesn't win. I'm going to ask, what should we turn into hearts? I could turn clubs into hearts. I still want to target spades. So, castle, do I want to discard these right now? Maybe. Okay. I have spades here. I have hearts and clubs. Let's keep the spades. Play the 10. Alright, so could be like this. I think I'm okay. Sun here. King and Jack we can make into molt cards, and then that'll make it easier for us to beat the boss. But probably we shouldn't have too much trouble. Alright. Grimbo here, 2 Celestial packs looking for Plutonium. Otherwise, maybe Mars. There's more Plutonium. Okay. So we should be about 50% stronger. I don't think the high card wins here on its own. Maybe. Castle on hearts. Let's start by discarding the hearts. I have Justice for a queen. Maybe I save the Justice card. So let's go queen. Keeping the hearts. I don't think this wins. Okay. And then I can't play that queen, but I could play this 10. I could throw away the gold card and then dig for the hearts for the castle. And then also maybe the blue seal. So this high card should be not very impressive. That's 1,000 points. Okay, I've got a bunch of hearts for the castle. Maybe now we do justice on the king. All right. I'm gonna play 6 high. Try to get the blue seal, and then I can win with a jack. Sure. Kind of unlucky on this business card. Not really complaining, but a little bit unlucky. All right, 123 on the castle. I have 2 buffoon packs. Could be smiley face. Smiley face helps us score more points. Helps us more stable. I think I don't need smiley face here, so maybe we don't take it. Or it would have been pretty strong. More money. Nah. Could take rough gem instead of the business card, but I only have 5 diamonds in the deck, 6 diamonds in the deck. I guess we just go next. Alright, I need to draw some face cards. Okay. Another supernova would be cool. So we know if I play the glass card, it wins. I think the molt card also wins. It's like twice as many points. Okay. That's 25,000 with the molt card, and then this boss is the needle. Okay, so if we get the molt card or the glass cards, we beat the boss already. Emperor, we've got Judgment. So let's go Spectral Pack first. Could be Ecto. Ecto makes Faceless Joker worse, but we're not really doing Faceless Joker. Ecto makes Castle worse, but I guess that's fine. We can sell business card. Negative Castle is one of my favorite negatives. I think it looks great. Could go Arcana. We could reroll first. I don't think I want Northern Lion as an eternal rental. There's a Mercury card that I don't care about. All right. So, Fool for Judgment or a Death card doesn't really do anything interesting here. I don't know if Judgment really does anything interesting. Maybe I want to go Emperor. So how about my clubs, or maybe this 9 of spades I make into a wild card? Probably doesn't matter. I get another sun. Go next. Alright, is there any way for us to play a full house? Probably not. Castle on spades. Don't have that many spades, so maybe I'm not super worried about it. I could, this round, maybe disregard the castle. So, if I play this high card, I'm pretty sure it doesn't win. Pretty sure. Okay, now the spades, short term we want the castle value, long term I want to make hearts, so let's just make the hearts now. And then I could play a flush, which we know doesn't score very many points. I could play high card 9. Right. Then this is actually pretty good. I can discard some spades and get the Faceless Joker value. Lovers on the jack, or we make a lucky jack, or maybe 8 of clubs I make into a wild card. Maybe. Oh, I could play the full house here for the money. Maybe I want to do that. Was not thinking of that at all. Let's go make some lucky cards, but then do some discarding. Do purples. Okay, the queen probably wins, so if you want we can make a gold ace, and then Hermie. There we go. Alright, so if we play the high card, nothing fancy, we get about 12,000 points, so a couple of hands for the next round. Do this on pairs. I could take Splash. Okay. Swashbuckler we don't need. Maybe Empress, maybe Hierophant for the enhanced cards. I don't think I need Hierophant if I've got the castle, but maybe if we've got Splash, we should do it. Let's go one more. All right, Jupiter in the shop. I could take Smiley Face here instead of the to-do list. And then we for sure beat the boss. All right, let's get the plutonium. To-do list on pairs, we should probably respect it. We should probably do it. I guess I don't need splash. Maybe. Splash makes us stronger into the boss. Though I guess Smiley Face does that. Yeah, okay, we don't need splash. So we'll take Smiley Face, we'll go next. To-do list on pairs. So castle on hearts. I can discard the hearts. I have a lot of hearts. I could play the pair first. And try to get the face cards. Try to get the purple seals. Play the pair first. Okay. This is fine. I don't need the Faceless Joker value. Alright. High card Queen shouldn't win. I maybe don't need this 9. Ooh, Smiley Face. Yeah, I forgot about Smiley Face. Okay. Alright, I can discard this purple king. And do we care about the Hierophant? Do we care about the Empress? Maybe I get rid of the Hierophant. Okay. So what do we want to remove here? Or are there... I guess there's cards that I would want to use the Empress on, but I'll just use it here. Play the Jack as a lucky card, saving the Hungman. All right. All right, to-do list on 2 pair. There's a Midas Mask. Is pretty strong, but maybe slightly greedy. We have -1 hand size, so maybe we can't hold on to that many gold cards anyway. There's a lucky queen. I don't need a lucky queen. Castles on clubs. Okay. Celestial pack. Or no plutonium is fine. Go one more. Could take the Onyx Agate, and then that kind of does the similar thing to the photograph and the Smiley Face here. I could take the moon and turn if my castle's on clubs. Maybe that's a thing that we could do. Turn things into clubs. All right, so these aces, do I want them to be clubs or do I just want to remove them? I might just want to remove them. This Jack wins, so let's discard it. Okay, here's 2 8s I can turn into clubs. And then discard. Could have turned the Jack of Hearts into clubs, but it's unnecessary. Alright, and then could be the lucky card. I think with Smiley Face, the lucky card should work on its own. Even if we don't get the +20. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Scary Face we don't need since we have the castle. This boss previously played as debuffed. Okay, there's more plutonium. And a purple king. Interesting note here. We said, okay, photograph plus the Chad combined is ×8. So if this is 11, then that's going to be +70 or +77 technically. Which means I'm using 2 Joker slots for a +70 or +80 basically. I guess it's like slightly more if you include the Smiley Face, but maybe don't worry about that. Anyway, castle on hearts. Let's try to draw more hearts. I can discard these hearts and maybe get rid of the glass card. Okay. Try again for some hearts. Alright, here's a bunch of hearts and a purple seal. We get a chariot. So, could be turn the jack into steel. Okay, if I play this, 10 doesn't win. And then we get the blue seal. If we don't get the blue seal, we play this jack and it does win. That's with the molt card. Alright, Smiley Face and Onyx Agate are perishables. 189 on the castle. Hungman's great. Probably interested in a rebate. Maybe thinking about this boss, maybe I played too many cards. Could take a Stone Joker, could take an Acrobat. So Pareidolia is tempting since we have Faces Joker. If I take Pareidolia, I get plus 10 bucks every round. And then Photograph is a little bit stronger / easier. We do run the risk of running into the plant. I think if Pareidolia wasn't Eternal, I would take it. Rental Pareidolia, I would take it, but maybe as Eternal, we don't take it. I think probably Acrobat is the kind of thing that we want to do. With the glass cards, we can set up, maybe you play one hand, the final hand with the glass cards. So I don't really need this Onyx Agate. I probably want this rebate. And then Arcana. I guess we have the boss reroll. Maybe I shouldn't worry about the plant. Castles on hearts. I could remove clubs right now. I think is fine. And temperance instead of emperor there. Let's go next. Rebate on 2s. So hearts and 2s. Alright, let's see what we draw. So there's some hearts and a 2 that I can discard. Maybe. And Emperor gives me Chariot and Lovers. So I probably don't want to play this king. I can discard all of these. I could maybe turn a 5 into a wild card. Is something that I don't super care about, but maybe if I turn it into a wild card, I can keep the gold cards in hand. And then this queen, maybe turn it into clubs. Or maybe that's something I don't care about. Play the queen. Alright, so that's 30,000. As long as we draw another face card here, we survive. Plus 20 means we win. Right? Castle on jacks. Okay. Celestial pack. No plutonium. So I guess the rest of the stuff I don't care about. Maybe you could take a Jupiter card. Before we go Arcana, I want to go reroll for tarot cards. That's a tarot card. Hermes 20. Castles on hearts. I can remove spades and clubs. Do I want to remove a jack of spades? Yeah, that's probably fine. I can hold this chariot. Take the money. Alright, go one more. Could be Inweasable here. It's good if it hits Photograph or Chat or Acrobat. It's less good if it hits the castle. It's bad if it hits Faces. It's probably worth it. Okay. Do I want... We do have seed money. This is 10 bucks per round. Is maybe... We'll be fine. Let's go next. Alright, so now we have a bunch of debuffed cards. Castle on Hearts. So I could discard these hearts, which won't count, and maybe that's okay. Maybe I'm okay with that. I could discard one more heart. I guess I have purple seals on the deck that I kind of want to draw, so maybe I'm okay playing this one. I could use the chariot on the purple seal to remove the debuff. And then this kind of works. Maybe I discard the queen also. Alright. So we could do some lucky cards. I'm going to keep the Glass King, and then as long as we have the Glass King in hand, we can't lose. Okay. I could play pairs, just as a way of throwing away cards. This is fine. So now, regular king with acrobat should be fine. We don't need the glass one. Yes. Alright. Abstract is exciting, but I don't want Inweasable to hit it. So, I could take a rock. Castle on Hearts? Sure. Clearance sale first. Sorry, what was the boss? The boss is face cards face down. So I won't be able to find my glass cards. I could take a glass 7. That's kind of the same as a face card. It's also holographic, which is nice. But it's spades, so nah. Alright, get more plutonium and then go next. Alright, Castle on Hearts. Could play a flush. Okay. These are not hearts. But they do give me money. I like money. Let's go stone the 7. Pool for a tower. There's some hearts. So let me get one more heart. Okay. Then that's it. Play the queen. The queen should win, so I can play high card ace. And then play the queen. There we go. Cool. Castle on Hearts, I guess we don't care about the Hierophant. Could be Saki Busky, could be a burger. Okay. I guess we don't have room for Saki Busky. What about this Arcana pack? 5th card. So I could copy a card. I could get rid of this 9. I could make a glass card and then use the Fool to make another glass card. It could be maybe Queen into glass. Go one more. There's Dusk. Nope. Alright, how about Castle on Hearts? Discard all these. Okay, that's 4 hearts. That's good enough hearts. I guess I could turn the queen into glass and then discard it right away. There we go. 32 cards in the deck. Alright. No acrobat, we win. Play the king. And one more lucky card. That's it. Okay. World we don't need. Castles on hearts again. Celestial pack looking for no plutonium. Alright, Arcana. One more. Could be 20 bucks, I guess. Could make a steel card. Is maybe okay with the photograph. There's a wheel. Ah, bummer. Never lucky. Could be 4 of a kind. My high card is not caught up to my 4 of a kind yet. Alright, castle on hearts. Let's sort by suit. So these are all hearts we could discard. Here's... maybe I could play one of these. E-glass, you can't play those. Whoops. Oh, wow. This boss says random joker disabled. Got it. Slide them up. Castle on clubs. There's some more plutonium. Money tree probably doesn't pay for itself. Let's go next. Castle on clubs. So I guess I don't want to discard the hearts. Can I play this king? This king doesn't win, right? Molt card? No way, right? Alright. There's some clubs. I could play the jack first. This also doesn't win. Then, alright, here's a bunch of clubs. I can discard the king. I can play this high card first. Alright, lucky king we can turn into glass. Discard the face cards and then finish with the lucky one. I do get the sun if I want to turn clubs into hearts, and I think I do. There we go. For that castle value. Alright. Take the plutonium. And then what? There's another justice. In the wheel. Castle on hearts. Maybe lovers is useful. Maybe a blue joker. Alright, how about a death card? I could copy this glass card. Maybe. But then we miss out on the opportunity to make clubs. Bummer. Sure. Do that. Alright, let's see what the invisible joker hits. Oh, look at that. It's a Chad. Let's go next. How about... Alright. Castle on hearts. How about this jack? I could discard. I could play it. I probably want to discard all these hearts. Do I want to turn my jack of clubs into a wild card? Maybe I want to make a wild card this way. Something like that. Alright. Star we don't care about. This stuff I maybe can do that. Okay, got a bunch of face cards that are all glass cards. Maybe that's just how it's gonna be, right? How about this king and then play the 8? Bummer. Alright, castle on hearts. Arcana pack. Spin the wheel. Ah, foiled. Foiled again. Polychrome 5. Nah. Golden ticket. Alright. Go next. Random Joker disabled. So let's see here. I've got those, so I can do this. Castle on Hearts. Emperor. Alright, let's go 2 pair. Okay. Castle's disabled. Bummer. Alright, there's another purple if I want it, but then I have to give up these. So Chariot we could just throw out there. Emperor we can do... Devil doesn't matter. Priestess gives me a Mars card. And then... let's play the pair. Great. Then discard the hearts. Play the 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a rock. There we go. About 4 million. All right. This was kind of a weird one. This was kind of a weird one where we didn't really get much opportunity to get, let's say, like a scaling plus mult Joker. I do think there was a bust, right? There was a bust offered to us. What we ended up doing instead is we ended up doing the photograph and the Chad. And this is obviously a very powerful combination. It requires you to get both. If you get both, then of course it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be very synergistic. But even with this synergy, even with this power here, it's still, you are contingent upon getting the base molt amount, right? So if we play 4 of a kind with just 5 Mars cards, already the level 6 4 of a kind is 22 molt. And so if you do, okay, 8 times 22, that's a very large contribution. But maybe with the high card, or if you're doing pairs where you're just getting 1 molt per level, 8 times 15 is 105, right? Is that how that works? Something like that. No. Because no, it's 120. So it's 105 more on top of 120. Anyway, the point is, 2 Joker slots to get plus 100 molt is maybe not the best. It's good enough. Definitely in the mid run, we had like at much lower levels, which is like level 8 high card or level 10 high card or something like that. Then photograph plus a Chad is like plus 60 or plus 70, which is way less good. What's nice about the Chad is you don't actually need the photograph. You don't actually need the face cards. You can just make random glass cards. We had a lot of access to extra glass cards. Part of why we had access to those extra glass cards was because of these purple seals. So sort of acknowledging if I am playing on the blue deck, I have an extra hand. I think of the extra hand like an extra discard. I can play my hands to save my discards. Save my discards for the purple seals, save my discards for Faceless Joker, save my discards for the castle. But yeah, photograph and the Chad here, allowing somewhat steadily scaling here, but it is dependent on having access to enough money so that you can have enough planet cards. Or maybe you have the blue seals and the blue seals give you the planet cards. Then you don't have to worry about the money, you don't have to worry about the celestial packs. With the Chad, maybe even without the photograph, you could do glass cards. You could do multiple glass cards, maybe play 2 pair or something like that, or 3 of a kind, something like that. So for this particular run, you know, maybe that was not the most interesting part of it. Maybe recommending here taking Faceless Joker. So from the very first shop, okay, Faceless Joker, Eternal. Definitely didn't do a lot for us in the end game, but it did plenty for us in the early game. It did what it needed to do in the early game, and then it's dead later, and that's fine. You can win with maybe not that many jokers. Even if we didn't have the Chad and the photograph, this could have been like a plus 50 joker and then like a ×2 joker, and that would have been enough. That would have been kind of the same. And then also taking the acrobat is pretty good with the castle, because with the castle you don't necessarily want to score on every hand. You just want to score on the last hand. Score enough to survive. 360 chips is a lot. If I have 145 here, then 360 is like a ×3, right? It's 200% more. Take care, everyone.